Okay, hello. How are you? We have a big package today. I'm pretty sure in the title I only put Rick Owens pickup now, just like as a way to surprise you guys, you know? So this is a pretty big box. Let's just get into it. Need a knife. I really need one of those knives that flips up. It's cool. Whenever people unbox things, I always like when they do that move, you know? Ooh, it's a big boy today. A really crazy piece. But then again, everything that I show off on my channel are all pretty crazy. If you are not familiar with Rick, this is the Rick Owens Kunz Bomber Shearling jacket with the elongated style. And as I research into the jacket, it's actually pretty common for it to show up on the runway. It has showed up in so many runways since then. I won't put it in here. Maybe I'll do a little bit, but in the review, you guys will see. But this is the Shearling version, which is somewhat a bit more toned down, as you can see by this. Like, do you see the crazy shoulder? It's not as prominent since it's in the Shearling material. First impression, this thing is super heavy. It's gotta be at least 5 pounds, roughly. Let's put it on. Oh yeah, you guys see that shoulder? That power shoulder. This is called the Kunz. This is a former pagoda shoulder that Rick has been in love with. And the other jacket I have with the crazy shoulders are the tech shoulder. One thing I'm noticing, the sleeve. Hi, Bungie. What's up? You wanna come up? With my beautiful dog. I spend the most time with her because we are both jobless. Bungie. Sit here. We're actually moving out soon. I'm gonna miss living with her so much. Her and I have become best friends, you know. I wonder if we can steal her for like a couple weeks. I'm sure my family will go on vacation and whatnot, and they'll ask us to babysit her. She's adorable. Anyway, coat. What do you call this? A coat or a jacket? It's pretty long. Now, normally, I prefer my product crop, but the shearling is just so crazy. Okay, actually, I want to talk about one thing. You see the lining? See this lining? This not nylon, this 100% cotton lining? I wish the inverse is just leather. I can kind of sense that the leather is underneath. So whereas my other jacket, I'll put it up on the screen. The other jacket, one side is shearling, one side is leather. I love that. This is kind of makes it a bit inferior. Oh yeah, one more thing. This is actually a size 46, which is a small. And look at how big it is. Imagine I got a size 50, dude. Smell? Okay, take it up real quick. So I'm gonna shut up now because my audio is gonna be bad. I'm gonna be as objective as I can with reviewing it, but the length is a bit of an Achilles heel for me because I don't like long jackets. So we'll see how I'm gonna do with it. But anyway, let's just sit down. Did you guys see the crazy shoulder? Dude, but when I look at my peripheral, you can just see the crazy shoulder. I think it's mainly shoulder pads. I'm sure there's some ingenuity that goes into this as well, you know. What I love about Rick is, okay, let's pause real quick. What I love about Rick is the fact that everything is sewn and cut. This is a crazy jacket, you know. So I do love this. The shearling, super warm. This is actually might be my first black shearling piece. I've always gotten shearling in gray, white, or something, but this is good. Oh, the drop sleeve entrance. Do you see how low it is? Like, I can take my arm in and out comfortably. That's how big the openings are. And I've looked into the word Kunz. It's so Kunz in German means art. So this is the art jacket. Again, this is one of those purchases that mainly to just review and sell. But if I end up loving it, like I did with the Capra Bora jacket, I will sell some other jackets instead. This doesn't have to be at the forefront where I need to replenish my YouTube fund. The one thing that we can talk about now that I think is kind of obvious if you watch enough of my videos. One second. Dramatic pause. The bomber collar. I am not a fan of it so far. I wish we could have gotten something more intricate, something a bit different. It's not bad for what it is because the shoulder does so much talking, whereas, there's so much talking, so you don't really notice the bomber collar. I still do because I'm an asshole. Oh, one thing I love, it's this. The leather detailing, that would have been cool. Imagine all of this be leather. That would have been great. Interior pocket. Rick is always good with interior. Oh, exterior pocket. Oh, okay, it does have exterior pocket. I thought for a moment it didn't. I think he should have left it exposed as the leather on the other side of the shirling. That would have been great. The sleeves are quite long. Let me know what you think. I feel like I'm talking too much. This is just an unboxing and first impression. You know, in the review we will get into all of that. Okay, I wanna talk about something real quick. I made a video about how I feel a bit lost but optimistic. I posted that recently. I don't know when this video is gonna come out, so it might have been a year already. Despite not knowing exactly what step to take next, I know what direction to take. The direction is to get a job that will put food on the table for my wife and I, for my wife and I to live a comfortable life, and then we can help our extended families, like her brother. I mean, they don't need help, but you know, if we were to offer friends and family an extra $1,000, they're not gonna be like, no, thank you. So that's what I want. I don't know how I'm gonna get there, but I know what direction I'm walking to. And that is the true essence of what I am, of who I am. I want to be a provider. However I get it, I want to provide my family a great life. Yeah. Optimistic. I'm optimistic about where I'm headed, where my wife and I are headed. I'm optimistic, and you should be too. I want to say all that because when I posted that I'm lost video, a lot of people relate. Not a lot. I don't get a lot of views yet. A few people said they relate to me, that they don't have, you know, they might be going through an identity crisis like I did, you know, with my marketing degree. I don't really know what I'm going to do with a marketing degree, and I don't really see the worth of it. But in life, my life anyway, I've always figured it out. And, you know, within the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, something might come up that will completely change my life. I'm repeating a bit, so I hope that's okay with you. But, you know, Germany was never in the card for me prior to 3 years ago. But here we are. Now I'm in a German household. Now everything is just extra well made. Like, I love this house so much. It's so well made. And this is my family's house. And their next house it's gonna be even better. Like, that's how crazy it is. So what I want to say to you guys is, if you feel lost, if you feel discontent, if you feel frustrated at the somewhat lack of direction of where you're going, or you're not happy with where you are in life, so far everything has worked out. Your past self got you here. Your current self will get you to the future self. Everything will work itself out. And if you can't solve the problem today, then don't stress over it. Solve it. Try to solve it again tomorrow. It's not the end of the world. Like paperwork, you know, like today I just applied to a bunch of jobs. I did it. I did a good enough job. I applied. Now we wait for the responses. In the meantime, I'm not going to be like stressing out and worrying because I did all that I could already, you know. I looked at jobs. I applied for the one I could. I applied for the one that I think I could get. So stressing and worrying is not going to help the employer. Like, oh my God, that dude is stressing. We should hire that guy because he's stressing over the job. No, that doesn't work that way. So do what you need to do to solve the problem. If you can't solve the problem today, then don't worry about it again until tomorrow. You will figure it out tomorrow. Is that a good enough note to end on? Rick Owens Kunz jacket. It's getting a bit confusing, but this is a crazy shirling piece. I am excited to review this. It is now February, which is the heart of winter in Germany. So I'm going to truly test this out. I will see you in the review video. Goodbye.